Yo, I think I am on. It says it is. We'll see. Yo, if you guys can hear me clearly, let me know, please. But I don't see anybody yet. It says two people are in here, but I don't see anybody. Oh, there we go. Reload 614. What up? Nazarene X, King Tony, Main A, D Nice, The Bull Don Philly, True Knowledge, Rohan Mason, Mrs. B, El Dragon Amorucan. What up? Robin Morgan, Hood Politics Entertainment, Richard Harper, Sharky Dog, Mike Swagger. What up? Richard Carr, Richie Taylor III, Karen Williams, Static Shock, Spread the Wealth, Neon Black, Willpower. That's right, baby. Kevin Corbin, C. Tyler, 24 Hours of Insight. That's right. Regina Harris. It says Z Real B. Brother L. Wise, what up? Iron Diet, Christopher Clark, what's cracking? Nisi, Goddess Gemini Bunny, what up? Black Bama. Damani Jones. This is Adwo El Bay. I hope that's it. Chuck Taylor, Dwayne Watson, Brian Jackson, Roger G. What up? It's that UV Inferno, Vanessa Lewis, and Travel Time. What's cracking? It's hot as hell in here. So I may be turning up the fan a little bit. So in a little bit, you may not be able to hear me as much, but we'll see how it goes. Cause god damn, it is hot. But what's cracking, people? Can you guys hear me? Please put a thumbs up if you can hear me okay. Please, please. Bam, give me a thumbs up. Richard Harper, what up? So you heard about that heat wave? Yeah, all right. Neon Black, thank you, brother. Appreciate it. All right, there we go. Y'all can hear me. There we go. Thank y'all. What up, Miss Jenny? Woo, it's hot. Shit, goddamn. So we're gonna see how we get through this. Goddamn. We're gonna see how we get. Actually, I'm about to turn up the air for a quick second. I gotta cool down a little bit, y'all. But peace to the people on this Saturn's Day. What's up, y'all? Appreciate y'all for dropping through. Announcements really quick, as y'all know we do. First off, make sure you take your shoes off when you enter the crib. Last week I did that thing. I did it at the beginning of the live stream last week. Told y'all, and still y'all came in here with your goddamn shoes on, tracking stuff all on my Persian rug. It's from Persia. Persia. Y'all don't know where that's from? If you know where that's from, put it in the chat. But stepping on my Persian rug. But make sure you take your shoes off. That means hit the like button, please. Appreciate you. Please stop law packages. Everybody who got sent out. It's if you ordered a Please Stop Law package, it's gone. The last deal I had was flashcards. If you ordered the Great Book of Melanin Research, you got flashcards 1 and 2, and the both Cracks-the-Nation cards. And now you see, I know you've seen this week all of the mask mandates and all of this starting to rack back up. So this is getting real again. But so I have no more volume 2s. People bought me out of the extra. I do have volume 2s, but only if you buy them. But so I got rid of the extra ones. So if you want to order, I will still give you the 2 Cracks-the-Nation cards. If you order the Great Book of Melanin Research, the hard copy, I will give you the whole Police Stop Law package plus deck. You get deck 1 of the flashcards, but I'll also, for the next week, I'll extend the deal on the Cracks-the-Nation exemption cards, the crack scene exemption cards. So because it is really getting thick out here, a lot of people hitting me up like, Mo, yo, they're doing this, so they're doing it at my kid's school, they're doing it at my job again. So y'all know, if you're not armored up, make sure you get it, and then y'all know that comes with Big notices right here. And the P.F. Heiser Bakery report, the Pfizer report that shows how many people kicked the bucket in their clinical study, so that you don't have to argue with your boss when they try to tell you follow the science. Oh, well, here, read the science right here. All right, so Great Book of Melanin Research. If you ordered a hard copy, you can still get the crack scene exemption cards. No more volume 2 police stop flashcards. I ran out of the extra ones. All right. Appreciate you. Oh, Patreon. Make sure if you, people who are learning the status, you're changing your status. You see how this system is changing for the corp inside or in favor of the corporation. So if you want to learn how to contract and make sure that you're not obligated to these corporations, that you have power over these corporations, make sure you get over to patreon.com/realnagas and sign up to the status class levels. At the highest level, I will give you the paperwork to free yourself. A lot of paperwork. Spend a lot of time writing that paperwork. As a self-governing citizen, because we don't say sovereign, as a self-governing citizen, you're supposed to be able to write your own paperwork. That's what we teach you. However, I will give you the paperwork that will get you out of the system, will actually have you keep 1 foot in the system and 1 foot out so that you can contract properly without being obligated, and then not be, not be stopped or have your movement stopped within the system. You can keep on going and moving like you have been, but not be obligated to the system. So those classes are on Patreon. It's 20-something classes already posted. You can just get in there and learn at your own leisure. There's questions, everything, and also if you need to know anything, hit me up and I'll hit you back. But patreon.com if you want to learn. And for the people who hit me up on Cash App this week, appreciate you. Thanks for sending me the Cash Apps. That's Cash App, Real Nagas 9, the number 9. So Cash App and the number 9. Appreciate everybody who hit me on the Cash App this week and last week. And all the super chats. Appreciate y'all. I was going through the super chats, man. Again, y'all are funny. I'm just because y'all are hilarious, man. Hilarious. Shout out to the chat. Y'all niggas are funny as hell. So just had to let y'all know, because y'all be killing it when that comes up. Oh yeah, Timmy Tight Top finally came back through with the weed juice, baby. Boy, you was on thin ice, Timmy Tight Top. he was in the chat last week, but not dropping off the juices. If y'all see him in the chat, he's under Hassan McCullough. So if you see Hassan in the chat, say what's up to Timmy Tight Top. But right here, we got the juices back. This is weed juice. Yo, Richard Harper, thank you, brother, for the Cash App. Appreciate you, brother. This is weed juice. This is the surprisingly sweet, the one I haven't had in weeks. Goddamn shame, but this is the best one they got to me. This is the grapefruit, cantaloupe, and pear. I will be sipping on this a little bit later. Thank you, Timmy Tight Top. Appreciate you, brother. It's the other one right here. This is the other good one, the strawberry lemonade. Got another one of the strawberry lemonade, strawberry, apple, pear, and lemon. That's off the chain as well. You got all the sweet drinks today. Appreciate you, brother. I'm gonna have to water these down a little bit. This is the Be Fearless. This was my favorite before. Surprisingly sweet. This is the apple, pear, lemon, ginger, and cayenne pepper. This is really good. This is really, really good. Like it balances. It weighs out every now and then. Skin, the surprisingly sweet or this one. It depends on what day it is. And then this is a new one he wanted me to introduce you guys to. Let me wipe it off. It's a little cold. This is called Black Magic. Wait, let me focus a little bit. This is the Black Magic. Y'all like, what the hell is that? What in the hell is that? It's called Black Magic. I ain't drinking that shit. Well, this is good for you. This is activated charcoal, lemon, alkaline water, ginger, and agave. So in case you guys don't know, activated charcoal is a cleanser. It cleanses your body of toxins. So if you go to a store, you buy activated charcoal pills. If you got really drunk one night, or if you ate something, you had food poisoning or anything like that, take activated charcoal. The charcoal absorbs the toxins. It draws it like a sponge. It draws it in, then you just poop it out. So this is the drink. This is the drink. Activated, got some little activated charcoal in here, so it's not nasty like it may look, because it's black. Yo, William, damn. Brian Mathis, appreciate you. Thank you. Appreciate you. And somebody else just hit me up. Sorry. William Mansions. Appreciate you. Thank you, brother. So the black magic right here. This you can get this at Weed Juice. If you want to cleanse, you've been drinking a lot recently, smoking a lot, doing whatever you want to cleanse them toxins out of your body right here. It'll suck it all up, draw it up, boom, you go to the bathroom, knock it out. But it actually tastes good. So shout out to Timmy Tight Top. This is the Black Magic. Appreciate you. That's weedjuice.com, OUIjuice.com. Make sure you holler at the homie and tell him or put in the code 5OFFJUICE and he will hook you up with the discount. All right. Oh, really quick, web designers, Conceptual Elixirs, appreciate you. Thank you, brother. Always hooking me up, man. Let me know when you sent the your elixirs off so I can go to the PO box. So really quick, web designers. I know it's a lot of people on here. I know a bunch of y'all be doing the web design. We need a web designer. Know Your Rights Foundation, we need a web designer. We don't need no janky ones though. If you just starting off and you doing Wix websites, we love you, but we want a super professional web designer. If you one of those, please hit us up at info@knowyourrightsfoundation.org. Again, that's info@knowyourrightsfoundation.org. We're redesigning our website. We like the one we have now, but we're moving on up. We want to add more features, more accessibility for the people, and more knowledge, information for the people. So that takes a little more than we got. So if anybody, if you got the skills at the web design, please hit us up for Know Your Rights Foundation. You'll be doing us and everybody who needs this information. You'll be doing a great service. So info@knowyourrightsfoundation.org. Appreciate you. All right, y'all. Oh, really quick, I saw this from the people at Maui. If you want to give to the people at Maui and you've been wanting to give and you're not sure if they're gonna take your money, well, there's one that all the people in Maui have been saying to give to. It's called Ignite a Life Foundation. Again, that's Ignite a Life Foundation. They give 100% of all your money. They'll give it to all the people. It goes to the people. To the the donation to the people. So they don't they take processing fees. Just so you know, if you give money to the Red Cross takes 85% of your money for the company, and only 15% of your money goes to the actual cause. Whereas this one, they give all of your money to the cause. Those people over there need it because apparently it's a whole lot of shit going on. So many people missing. Just crazy shit, man. All the stories that's coming up. So again, it's Ignite a Life Foundation. Excuse me. That's the organization. Just go Google it and you can give to them, and they give all of your money to the Maui people. Appreciate you. Do it for the Know Your Rights people. Do it for the Know Your Rights Foundation. Do it for Real Noggers. Let them know how we roll over here in Real Noggers Nation. All right, y'all. Let's get started. So we saw that we're gonna get back into this Trump news. We're talking about Trump a lot. I was like, why does nigga be talking about Trump a lot? Because Trump has what they're doing with Trump is a major window in what they have going right now. Because you gotta really pay attention to what they're doing with Trump and why they doing it. Not because you love Trump or you want to have the niggas for Trump shirt like the other nigga did. I don't know if y'all saw that dude. He was hilarious. He had niggas for Trump. Nigga, all these people are fucked up. However, Trump though is because he's rich and for himself, they can't control that nigga. That's why he's a problem. So you saw they set the trial date for Trump. This is why I say this is how you know they really fucking with him. They set one of his trial dates. You know he has 4 indictments, right? So he set one of his trial dates. The first trial date that they set. The first trial date is the day. It's called Super Tuesday. Y'all know what Super Tuesday is? So they set the trial date for Super Tuesday. That's the primary election. So, excuse me, the day before Super Tuesday. Not Super Tuesday, the day, sorry. the day before Super Tuesday. So usually that's when people campaign the hardest, is the day before the primary election. So that's when you out hitting the road, doing your camp, doing your boom, boom, boom. They want Trump in court because they want that image of Trump in court the day before you go to the poll and vote. They want an image of Trump in court for, what is it, insurgency. That's what they're trying to get him for, insurgency or RICO, the RICO thing. But that's actually not even the case. He has a trial for. It's another case, I think in D.C. or New York, that he's going for this one. So they want to put the image of Trump in court fighting criminal charges before you go to the polls on Tuesday and cast your damn ballot. They like, oh, hey, did you see that video of this nigga in court for all the fuck shit he did? Just make sure you remember that when you go fill out them ballots, man. That's all I'm saying, man. That's all I'm saying. Remember what you saw yesterday. That's fucked up. That is absolute blatant election interference. That is absolute blatant election interference, which should be a crime. Like, the reason it's not a crime because before it was so damn frowned upon over here because, it was looked down upon like it's so low class that you would never do it. The upper class people, how droll. How droll. We would never engage in such commonry. So that's kind of how they saw it. You commoner, how dare you? So, but now everything's up in the air. Since they're trying to flip this whole shit, everything is up in the air at this point. And everything's, all is game. There is no stepping over the line. You know how Charlie Murphy said, habitual line stepper? Ain't no line. They didn't erase that bitch. There's no more line. So there's no more habitual line stepping. It's just, I don't see no line. they just getting up. So that is crazy. But Trump came out and said that he talked about the cupcake mandates. We're gonna talk about that in a minute. But Tucker Carlson, because he interviewed Tucker Carlson. Tucker Carlson said, the only thing they got left is they're gonna try to kill you. So he said it again this week. Like, nigga, eventually they're gonna try to smoke you. But then he also said that he said that America is going to start a war with Russia in order to stop the elections. Because during wartime, not that you can't transfer power during wartime, you can. However, it's never usually done. Because when you start a war or a president starts a war, he or she is supposed to finish that war, because it can upset the balance of the war if you move the leader or one of the initiators of the war out of office before it's done. So they said that Biden is going to try to start a war with Russia. Biden is going to try to start a war with Russia in order to stop the elections. Because everybody think, all right, it's going to be the mandate lockdowns again. They're going to lock us all in the crib again. They may try to do that, but I think they know they don't have a chance at us buying that bullshit again. They don't have a chance in hell. Because right now, everybody's on it, even before they do it. So the plan right now, according to some TSA agents who had meetings, they said they're supposed to come in the middle of September, reinstitute mask mandates by, soft standard mask mandates. Middle of October, full hardcore mask mandates. By December, they're supposed to implement the full lockdown craccination thing again. This is what they said at TSA. Some TSA agents said that, right? According to Alex Jones, right? We don't know. Alex Jones said he talked to a couple of TSA agents. This is what they told him. But he did say this before they started implementing the mask mandates last week, so he may be on the right track. But I don't think they're going to do that. And neither does like a lot of other people. They think they're not going to be able to get that off anymore. Who's going to stay in the house? If they told you to stay in the house again because COVID was out, shit. Because there was a boogie V on the loose. So if they told you to stay in the house because there was another boogie V on the loose, would you do it? Nobody gonna do that. Nobody is going to do that anymore. They don't care. Like it'll be unrest. People will start tearing shit up before they go back to that, being locked up in the house again. That was because, like most people, again, you know, when you're in the house, you got to deal with yourself. You gotta be up here. Most people ain't ready to deal with themselves. A lot of people went crazy. A lot of people start killing themselves. What up, Faith Ford? But a lot of people start killing themselves after the Pandeezy, 2021, 2022. Some of the suicide rates spiked, or the they don't say that because you got to watch YouTube, so they call it what do they call it? Deleting oneself statistics. It went up exponentially in those 2 years. So starting a war with Russia. Maybe Russia heard this because Russia, they just maneuvered one of their biggest nukes. I think it's called the Demon or the Devil or some shit like that. Go look it up. One of their biggest nukes, they call it the Devil or the Demon, some shit. They started moving that into tactical position. They like, nigga, you gonna start a war with who? America? Let's see it. Let's get it popping then, bitch. That's Russia. They like, nigga, like, what's cracking then, nigga? What's popping? They start moving the Devil or the Demon missile or whatever the hell that's called. It is the Devil or the Demon. It's one of them two. And they start moving that into position. So maybe they know America's gonna also try to start a war with them, and they trying to head that shit off at the pass. So, but all of this is going on. Why would again? So what's the other reason they would also start a war with Russia? Because we already in the proxy. They're already in the proxy. Is it called the Satan 2? That's what it's called, the Satan 2. It's called something with the devil. That shit is crazy. They named their goddamn missile after the devil. Russia's off the chain with their shit. So they moving that into position. It's because they heard America wants to go to war. Oh, word? Okay. All right. Hey, just move that Satan 2 right on over there. Put that on the other side of America's front lawn. So while they're doing that, or all this is coming up, soon as Biden or the Republican side, that includes most of the senators on the Republican side, all the goddamn all the goddamn people, the Congress people, the Republican Congress people, they're getting ready to impeach Biden. They say it's imminent. Biden just hired 15 lawyers. The White House just hired like 15 lawyers, over a dozen lawyers to deal with the upcoming impeachment that the Republicans got for this nigga. So impeachment don't mean that he gets kicked out. That just means he got to go to trial, right? Does anybody think that motherfucking senile ass nigga can stand trial? Who in here thinks that senile old dead motherfucker can get on the stand and answer questions? This nigga gonna start fumbling, stumbling, rumbling. That'll be death for Biden if he has to get on the stand like Clinton did when they impeached his ass and answer questions. Shit. That nigga's like, war with Russia? That sound good to me, nigga. That sounds good to me. So, distraction is coming up. Russia war distraction is coming up. She said he says he would like Reagan. He willicky? I don't know what that means. Faith? What that mean? But damn, that's what's getting ready to go down. That's why you see him getting ready to pick a war with Russia, because he getting ready to be impeached, and all of his fuck shit coming out. Because you know what just came out about this nigga? What they just found? A bunch of email accounts that Daddy Biden was talking to Baby Biden through, and they had a bunch of aliases. But he was talking to business. He was talking business about pay to play and all that type of stuff. So basically getting to, you know, all the shit that they were doing. And he was letting, through those emails, he was basically telling Baby Biden about top secret shit, or secret shit that no one outside of the president's cabinet should know. And so this is in the emails, and they just found the emails, and they all had aliases, but they Biden's emails. And so they asked Biden about the emails. That nigga act like he ain't hear nothing. This nigga's got the sugar daddy in his ear. I couldn't hear you, my nigga. Like, damn, that might have been a good question. He act like he didn't hear nothing. And he probably didn't with his old ass, but goddamn. Everything is coming out about this nigga. And he wanted to pick a war with Russia. And so Russia said, no, nigga, we ain't gonna let you throw us under the bus. I'm just about to send my biggest missile over to Ukraine, tell you to eat a dick if you try to start some shit. So that's crazy. All these old ass niggas. Why is all these old people in charge of the goddamn country? This is getting crazy. Y'all saw Mitch McConnell, bitch ass? He froze again. Mitch McConnell ass froze again. He froze the first time we saw him. Then some lady in green was supposedly handling him. We don't know if she was or if she wasn't, but it seemed like the lady in green next to him was his handler. But then, yo, Roger Groves, appreciate you, brother. Says, Kev, you see, they saying Barack had a hand in Biden corruption. Also saying, yeah, we about to get into that in a minute. Don't just stop jumping ahead. But Mitch McConnell, he froze again when they asked him if he planned to run again for election, because you know that nigga's like 81. They call them octogenarians or something. So that nigga's like 81. They asked him if he was gonna run again. Like, nigga, you asking an 81-year-old nigga if he gonna run again when he 80? What? In 2006. So that nigga in 2006, that nigga will be 84 years old. You asking a nigga if he gonna run again at 84? This is fucking crazy. So, but that nigga blanked the fuck out. That nigga. That nigga just. It said, did you hear the question, Senator? Senator, did you hear the question? Where am I? What the fuck is going on? Who are you? Who are you? Who are y'all? What the fuck? That nigga like, so that nigga was tripping. And then they took him to the doctor, and the doctor said the doctor cleared him. They sent him to the doctor right at not too long after that, and the doctor said he good to go back to work and be in control of millions of people's lives. After this nigga done froze twice in the last month. This nigga got Alzheimer's or Parkinson's, or probably not Parkinson's because he don't shake, but this nigga got Alzheimer's or dementia. And this nigga's he's running, how many states is he in charge of? Or whatever state, what state? He's in Kentucky? He the Kentucky senator. So he in charge of all them goddamn people? That's some bullshit. Let's get all these old ass motherfuckers out of office. But we ain't. That's not gonna even need to happen because the government is about to flip in a minute. So y'all just better be prepared. So moving along, as Roderick Roche was alluding to, Mr. Gay Rock Obama. We got Gay Rock Obama. Apparently, we didn't heard about it. You know, I don't be trying to get in too deep in people's personal lives. You whatever the fuck you want to do, that's on you. Just keep it from me. I don't need to know. Keep that shit away from me and keep it away from kids. But apparently, Gay Rock Obama, this nigga's out here, boy. He's out here. So apparently, some book got written about him. I talked about this a while back, maybe a couple months ago, about the guy who said he was in the hotel room. He had an encounter with Obama at the hotel, and Michelle was there, or the other name y'all like to call it, but Mikhail. It's Michelle or Mikhail. But he was there, he or she was there, and you know, he talked about the whole thing. It's in the book. So that was a couple months ago. But now the dude keep talking. He keep doing interviews and shit. He's, you know, podcast or whatever. And it came up again because Tucker Carlson, he said he brought it up the other day on, I think, Adam Carolla podcast. And he said that he talked about, he said he has sex with dudes every day in his mind. Okay. But again, he said that was back when he was 21. This is when he was 21 when he had these encounters or whatever. Sure. This is what they trying to say. Well, it was 21. This is when he had those encounters. Blah blah bloop blah blah. You looking kind of suspect, my nigga. Gay Rock Obama, we loud you look kind of suspect. I'm just all I'm saying. But like the country though has been taken over by the alphabet soup or the rainbow mafia and feminist women, which is why we're kind of on this downturn. Like, you know, there's really no masculine energy that is in control. And you starting to see all of this shit go to hell because NBC, they're promoting the Rainbow Mafia child camps in New York. They just had it blatant, the Rainbow Mafia child camp, the child camps. Now it didn't look like a lot of kids was there, thank God. Didn't look like it was too many kids at the Rainbow Mafia camp in New York, but there was a little melanated kid. I mean, a highly melanated kid too, throwing on makeup, doing all that shit. But it was only one. That's the only one I saw. But it was one there, and I'm like, your mama brought you to this shit? Like your mama brought you to the gay camp? Okay. And he was the one actually doing the selling of the camp on TV. Of course, they get the little melanated kid on camera to sell the camp. Like this, they're with the bullshit on this, man. Because then in Canada, and people in New York, y'all better watch out because they're pushing this in schools. Like they pushing these summer camps as what'd you call it? What are those programs? Those extra programs you do outside of school? Somebody put it in the chat. When you do the extra programs outside of school, they pushing it as that. So y'all need to make sure they're not pushing it to your children at school, because school's getting ready to start back up again. What, in like a week or 2 weeks, or maybe it started somewhere in in a lot of different states. But in Canada, there was another Pride festival. I guess it's Pride Week every goddamn week in Canada. Apparently, because there was another Pride festival in Ottawa, Canada. There was a bunch of little kids walking with walking with the parents, 5 years old, like 3 years old, 5 years old, walking through the little, walking through the thing, the, you know, the Pride Festival, and one of the events, because they had like, you know, they got like a lot of little events, like if you go to a carnival, and you can throw darts at the balloons and stuff like that. So one of the things, one of the games, the entertainment games they had was throwing rings on the rainbow dildos. Had the little kids right there with the throwing rings on the rainbow dildo. What the fuck? What the fuck is going on in this bitch? Like, come on, man. Little children, 5'3", throwing rings on rainbow dip. Man, come on with that bullshit. And you telling me them damn parents don't need their ass slapped up? God damn it. This is a heavy ass movement. They not trying to, I'm telling y'all, their activist side of the game is strong. And you gotta be strong and diligent back. I'm telling you, they minor, but they loud. Those motherfuckers is loud. So when they come for the children, you gotta be louder. When you come for the kids, you gotta be louder. Because then the ACLU, check this shit out, the ACLU, who's supposed to be fighting for your rights, well, they said, you know, and the ACLU is super left Democratic, right? So the ACLU, they're suing the state of Indiana. This is crazy. This is fucking crazy. The ACLU is suing Indiana, the state of Indiana, for refusing to spend taxpayer money on a sex change for a transformer child killer named Jonathan Richardson. There's a transformer child killer. This nigga killed the kids. This nigga killed kids. He got tatted up, his face is all tatted up. Killed children. Now he wants the state to pay for him to have a goddamn sex change. And the ACLU agrees. This is fucking insane. They won't stick up for your right to talk back against the crack scenes on Twitter. They didn't stick up for that when they was coming for your freedom of speech. Where the fuck was the ACLU on that? They was all with that. It's hate speech and disinformation and misinformation and all this. Wait a minute. Whether it is or it isn't, I got the right to say it. It's your ability, it's your job to go look. If you want to follow or believe what I say, it's up to you to go research it. But still, freedom of speech, I can say what the fuck I want to say. But the ACLU did not defend your right, your freedom of speech. Your right to freedom of speech. No. But they want to come in now and go look at the dude with the tats on his face, big burly ass motherfucker. They want to come in now and take your tax money, people of Indiana. Because it ain't my tax money, it's people of Indiana. They want to take your tax money and do a sex change for this fool who killed children. What in the fuck did he do that deserves him to get a sex change? For somebody else to pay for that shit. You killed children, bitch. All of your damn rights and everything is gone. You forfeited that shit. I don't give a fuck what you say. I don't give a fuck about all this innocent to prove all. Fuck that. Everyone has a right to goddamn defense. Fuck that. Not if you killed children. You ain't got a right to shit no more. Not in my book. And you better be glad I don't come across your ass if you hurt a kid. I'm telling you. That is you want to get on my bad side any goddamn day, second of the day, any day of the week, any week of the year, motherfucker. Hurt a kid. I will fucking disembowel your ass. But they want to pay for this motherfucker's surgery to have a sex change. And then what? He gets to get moved to the women's prison. The less harsh prison. That's some bullshit. He need to be in the men's prison where they beat the shit out of pedophiles and people who fuck with kids. Yo, it's about 200 something people in here with no goddamn like 233 people in here with your shoes on. Take your damn shoes off, please. Hit the like button if you don't know what I mean. I know you know what I mean, but that means hit the like button. So the ACLU said they're trying to use the 8th Amendment. So, in case you guys don't know, and y'all should know, damn it, you should know. You don't know what the 8th Amendment is, god damn it. How in the hell you expect to get any rights if you don't know what the hell your rights are? But the 8th Amendment it protects your right against unusual and cruel and unusual punishment when you're in custody of the government. So, like, once you're arrested and police officers treat you, they treat you they throw you in harsh conditions and shit like that, you can sue for cruel and unusual punishment violation, right? So that's what the ACLU is suing for him, because they're saying that by the state denying him a sex change operation is cruel and unusual punishment, because they're keeping him in the male's prison when he is a female, or he believed he a female. So it's cruel and unusual to have someone who believes they're female around other males. Man, if this is not fucking, what the, come on, man. Seriously, come on, man. So, people of Indiana, I don't know what's up with y'all, but I would be on it. I'm on it. If I'm in Indiana, you ain't taking none of my money, nigga. Come get it. I'll tell you that right. Come to the house and get it, nigga. Give you one red nickel, nigga. Not an Indian penny, not nothing. Not a Canadian dime. Nothing. I ain't giving you shit. For a child killer, so he can change his sex and he can feel better. But the children that he killed, they gone. And the parents of the children that he killed, they don't get to feel better. What's gonna make them feel better? Bullshit. So fuck the ACLU. Seriously. That's why we created Know Your Rights Foundation, goddammit. See, ACLU, it's full of shit. They leave you to rely on them to know the rights, to know the law. No, we teach you how to know the rights yourself, how to know your law yourself, so that you can go out there and you know what to do. You ain't got to wait for somebody else to do it for you. So they said the move comes after a new Indiana law adopted in July prohibits the DOC, the Department of Corrections, from issuing taxpayers money to fund sex reassignment surgeries for prisoners. So they implemented a law. The state said no. And the ACLU said, no, that law is unconstitutional, and we're going to get the law changed and allow prisoners to get sex changes. Hey, I'm in Indiana. I'm smashing on the ACLU. Fuck them niggas. Seriously. But goddamn. So, again, you can see how the Rainbow Mafia, and when I say feminist women, are taking over, because it's the women who allow this to happen. They're the first ones to step up in front and defend when anything goes down. When somebody tries to challenge them, get away. No, we're not trying to hear you. Step away. Step away. Get away from them. Get away from them. We don't want to hear what you're talking about. You're fascist. We don't want to hear your fascist dribble and blah, blah. Like, wait a minute. I'm just talking, trying to ask questions. But it's always the women who are there to defend them, and they're in the game to take your rights. That's goddamn crazy. That's like you being on a basketball team and you are the shooting guard, and You the another shooting guard is on the team trying to take your goddamn job. This nigga crossing people up, shooting fadeaways, dunking on people, pointing at you on the bench while he do it. He not a starter. He coming off the bench, but he trying to be a starter. He trying to take your spot. But then you get off the bench when he gets a bad call and you like, you caping for the nigga. Hey, that's the nigga right there. Well, you better leave him alone. And blah, blah. Like, wait a minute, this nigga trying to take your goddamn position. The fuck are you doing? This nigga is coming for your spot, ladies. So it's you that have to be the one to step up. Like, bitch, I got to cross over too, nigga. I got to fade away too, nigga. I can dunk from the half court line. Y'all better, you the original crossover. You got the original, the alley-oops. Y'all better let them know, ladies. You got the original game. They got the fake game. So y'all better get in the game. That's the real thing. So moving along. So I know y'all heard about the Jacksonville shooting that just happened. Hold on. So I know you guys just heard about the Jacksonville shooting. 3 people got shot. Got shot up by the Caucasian dude with the swastikas on his on the gun. And he did it. Apparently he did it because you niggas, I know some of y'all in here, y'all was celebrating too damn much about the Alabama slammer. Y'all was celebrating too goddamn much, man. Niggas got a victory and could not let it go. That's how niggas be, man. Y'all will take it too far. Just taking it too far. Lady with the goddamn folding chair earrings. Come on, girl. Lady had folding chair earrings. There was a nigga who had a folding chair gun holster. Come on, man. Niggas be taking shit too far, man. A folding chair gun holster? Come on, man. And you think these niggas just gonna sit back around there and see you clowning like that? They can see the beatdown because the beatdown is getting played over and over and over and over. And all they see is a bunch of Wakanda niggas do this. And goddamn, it just got dark all of a sudden on the dock. And they seeing that over and over and over again. Then they have to go to the memes. Django unfolding chaired. It's not Django Unchained, it's Django unfolding chaired. This nigga, when in the scene where he's whipping the Caucasian dude, they got the folding chair in the meme. He's smacking the dude with the folding chair. I mean, come on, man. People were clowning. Niggas was clowning. Holy shit. And them Caucasian people, they got pissed. One of them got pissed, and he was like, God damn it. He said, yeah, not the folding chair. Yeah, folding chair earrings. He said, I'm guilty because I still wish I was there. See? Got you caught up, man. That energy, man, it's a reason they pushing that bullshit. Why you think it got played over and over and over and over again on all the liberal media channels? It got that shit got played over and over and over and over and over again on all the media channels. The conservative channels, they didn't want to play that shit too much because they knew there was no way they could spin it. the Fox and them, they knew they couldn't spin that shit to make it seem like the niggas was bad. They did bad. They knew it was all on tape. That nigga was by himself. He worked for the doc. He had the right to tell those Caucasian people to do what he did, and they didn't do it. And 7 Caucasian people came and jumped on him. And so those people on the conservative channels, there was nothing they could say. Actually, you didn't hear anything about it. I watch them conservative news channels all the time and podcasts. They didn't say nothing about it. Why not? Because they knew they was in the wrong. They knew that was karma coming back. But then niggas with folding chair earrings and gun holsters and, and folding chair whips and shit. It's only so much niggas gonna be taking that. So they did that bullshit. And so Biden comes out and he says domestic terrorism. He said, hold on. Domestic terrorism rooted in white supremacy. Excuse me. Whew. That was a pancake breakfast. But Biden says domestic terrorism rooted in white supremacy is the greatest threat America faces in the homeland. Yo, One Immaculate, appreciate you. So what did you think about Candace Owens? When Candace Owens talked about it? Oh, I didn't see Candace Owens. I didn't see what Candace Owens said. I don't like her. I don't listen to nothing she say. I don't like that girl. But even though sometimes she'll speak the truth, and I'll see some truth if I'm scrolling in her videos, but for the most part, I don't listen to Candace Owens. But so he said again, domestic terrorism rooted in white supremacy is the greatest threat America faces in the homeland. The greatest threat of all against America. I mean, shit. Nigga, the greatest threat America faces? More than China? More than Russia? More than fentanyl? More than immigration? More than any of that shit, huh? Okay. Again, they're trying to pump this shit up. But guess how many people actually died from white supremacy violence? So, got the statistics. The actual number shows that only 25 people, and I don't say only, but that's a relatively small number in context of how Biden is trying to frame white supremacy. But 25 people died as a result of white supremacy activities in 2022. 25! And it's that many because when they did it, some of those were like when somebody when they do a mass shooting or something like that, or they take a car and drive over a lot of people and that type of shit. So they hit a lot of people at once. It wasn't like it was 25 separate incidents. It was like 25 people in like 10 incidents, I think. So only 25 people, down from 33 the year before, and down from 47 to 140, excuse me, down from 47 to 148 from 2015 to 2019. So it steadily is dropping like crazy. Yo, folding chair. That's hilarious. What up? Thank you. Appreciate you, brother. Says, you know you love that chair. Ass beating. You know you love that chair ass beating, nigga. Hey. I didn't say. No, first of all, the chair before it hit the old lady. I'm serious about the old lady who got hit on the ground. But other than that, other people got smacked by the chair, I was with that. But I'm all about the hands until a weapon is needed. So that's how I get down. So, but the domestic, so the number's steadily dropping. But it's the biggest threat that America faces when it's only 25 people last year. And I don't say only, because shout out to those 25 people who lost their lives. But I mean, as far as numbers go, when they're trying to call it a domestic terrorist threat, the biggest one America faces, 25 people. Nigga, it is a gangster who killed 25 people last week in Chicago. Where the goddamn alarm about that? It's niggas who killing 25 niggas a week in Chicago. But no, nothing about that. But these niggas are the biggest. So why are they trying to do this? They trying to crank up the racial fight card. They saw that go down in Alabama. They was like, oh shit, we can get it popping. Let's just spark a little shit. Because them 7 people jumping on the brother in Alabama, it could be phrased as Caucasian supremacy, white supremacy, right? If you didn't know, it was just some drunk motherfuckers trying to flex their privilege. So he said he's trying to crank up the race card in America. And again, that's distraction. The more you fighting against each other, you not looking at him or the rest of the system. This is literally, that's why racial tension was created. Was so that you don't team up, the Caucasians and the niggas don't team up against them motherfuckers. I've talked about this a couple years ago, but if we need to do a recap, go look up Bacon's Rebellion. Go look up Bacon's Rebellion. Nathaniel Bacon, 1676. This fool came over to the Virginia Company in Jamestown. They was giving out land, but they didn't have more land. They gave up all the land before he got here. And so he wanted more land. They were like, sorry, my nigga, we gave all the good land with the water rights. Or we got all low. Hey, a little bit of land out there. There's a little more land out in the outskirts. You can go fuck with that. But he wanted the good land. So he started riling up all of the indentured servants because he wanted to move the Native Americans off the land. And said, well, shit, why don't we just take from these bitch ass niggas? And they had an agreement. They had a treaty with the Native Americans, with the surrounding Aboriginals. You don't fuck with us, we ain't gonna fuck with you. All right, work. So he said, well, let's go take that land from them niggas. They was like, nah, nigga, we leave them damn niggas alone. Don't fuck with them niggas. We got a peace treaty with these niggas. He didn't listen. He went and started raiding Native American land. And the Native Americans said, fuck you, nigga. And they got pissed and they went and smashed on, the Native Americans went and smashed on the colonists, which and then emboldened him to go back and smash more on more Native Americans, start killing up Native Americans. So he was fucking up. He was doing some foul shit, right? So then when he built that whole big ass militia up of indentured servants, so he goes back and he tries to, and he talks to the, what's the dude, William Berkeley, I think the dude name. He was the mayor of Jamestown at the time, head of the bourgeoisie class. And so he goes back and takes over Jamestown. Once he piled up all the servants, he go back and take up Jamestown. That's the rebellion. He went and smashed on them. So then this nigga dies though, like 4 days later, because he got dysentery. Dysentery is the shits. What is it? Diarrhea. He got diarrhea and died. That was his karma. That was that nigga's karma for killing them, going on the Native Americans' land when they had peace treaty with the goddamn colonists and killing them up and starting some shit. So the ancestors went right to that nigga gut and shitted his intestines out on the toilet. so yeah, William Berkeley. So that's what happened to that nigga. But what he did was, again, when he got the indentured servants together, it was Caucasians and melanated. They was all indentured servants who was living together fine. It was the poor against the rich. And that's when he went and did. He went and riled them up and said, these bitch ass niggas, these colonists, they don't love you, nigga. They hate you, nigga. Y'all, they ain't giving y'all nothing. Woo, woo. Y'all just lowly workers and blah. Y'all slave. You're just a little bit of, you're a little more than a slave and all this and that. Because they wasn't slaves. They were classified as indentured servants. But they went, made it seem like they were slaves and all that. So they riled them up. They went and smashed. Once that nigga died, and they took back over, because the rebellion failed after this nigga died, they created that plan of white supremacy or white privilege. It was called the white privilege, to plan or to get people on white privilege, and they started calling the UV Inferno. Thank you, brother. So is there a protection law anywhere on the planet for our people? Protection law? I don't know what you I don't know what you mean. You got to be more specific. But so when they started making up this white privilege plan, the white privilege plan, they started calling the Caucasian people, instead of indentured servants, they started calling them free labor, because they were they were indentured servants, basically locked in contract. But they said, y'all going to be called free labor. We're going to give you, you guys can come to certain events and meetings with the upper class, which really wasn't nothing. They weren't giving them upper class status, but they were making them seem like they were connected to the upper class, so that they would, they would look down on the niggas, on the melanated indentured servants. So that's how that shit happened. And over the years, they started calling it, doing white privilege campaigns, like be a part of white privilege. So that shit didn't exist until them niggas created a campaign of that shit. And got all of you niggas, brainwashed all of y'all to going against each other. Caucasians against the niggas. When Caucasian people are your descendants, they're your children. Melanated people, you're the mothers and fathers of the planet. Caucasian people are your children. And at some point in time, you're going to have to work with these niggas to get back to the top. How do I know? Because how the hell you think Caucasian people got to the top? They worked with you as Moors. There were some you brought in to the brotherhood. You let them in. This is some of their big secrets in their temples as Masons and shit like that. That they had a secret brotherhood with Moors. And they were given the information. They were handed over that information. Which is why they're able to do all the shit that you think they got all this information? They just stole it. They just figured it out on their own. When the Moors was rocking this shit for thousands of years, they was rocking this science. No, you gave it to them. You gave them the goddamn science. So how the hell you think you're gonna get it back? You got to go. You got to go link up with some of the good Caucasians who want you to have it back. There's a lot of these cats who want you to have it back, and they want to give it to you, but you are in the wrong state of mind. This is what these secret societies are built on. Giving you your knowledge, giving it back to you when you come in your proper state of mind. That's what status change is about. You coming back as aboriginals or Moors, the people who you were free, the free status that you had in the world. That's the free status you had. Aboriginals, Moors, that was the free status. And until you come back as that, you ain't gonna give you shit. But again, that's who you're gonna have to link with to get your shit back. Go look at go get a book called Invention of the White Race. It's on Amazon right now. I think it's like $20. Invention of the White Race by Theodore W. Allen. He did a whole research on this. Came out with it in the 60s. Broke it all down. I mean, he started doing this. He was a regular librarian too, but just started researching this shit and put his whole life into it. And broke down this whole damn history. So it's all a scam. Alabama Slammer. It felt good. Don't get it, nigga. Especially the memes where the portals opened up, like in Endgame. Oh, nigga, that shit was great. That shit was great. But again, where's the goddamn tension gonna lead to? They just keep ramping that shit up. They go get some guns and shoot. You whoop their ass on the block, on the dock. They go get some guns and shoot niggas in the store. Then what? You go get some guns and shoot. Where did the fuck do it in? Yo, Conrad Allwood, appreciate you, brother. Thank you. You gonna keep getting caught up in the cycle of the bullshit? Especially when you know race is a social construct, and then you can go literally find out and track how it was created to the very day. Like literally the exact construction of it was no white people. in the late 1600s, early 1600s, all the way through the 1600s. Wasn't no white people. They were Dutchmen, Englishmen. This is who they were, Frenchmen. This is what they're categorized. If you go look up the old, when you go look at the old writings. And then, after Bacon's Rebellion, the bourgeoisie was like, nigga, that was a close one, nigga. God damn. Nigga, hey, nigga, shit. We almost lost everything. God damn, nigga, look here. Fuck them goddamn niggas. We got the nigga, with indentured servants. We got the white indentured servants. The white indentured servants look like us. Fuck the nigga indentured servants. We got to link with somebody. So like, fuck it, fuck them. We gonna hook up with them, cause goddamn, we almost lost. And that's how you get white people today. Roger Rose, appreciate you. You say Anunnaki need to just take over things. Hey, Anunnaki, when the Anunnaki come, I'm out. I'm telling you right now, salam alaikum. When Anunnaki come, peace out to y'all. But invention of the white race shows all of this. We should know it already because I've broken this down multiple times. Went over it in the 40 Acres and a Fool documentary. So please don't let them distract you with bullshit. Even though the Wakanda, was it the Alabama Slammer, the wilding out in Wakanda, what you want to call it? Wilding out in Wakanda. Yo, UV Inferno. He says my theory. It can't write protection laws on other people's land. Oh, for those people. Otherwise, it don't make sense. Well, indigenous laws are the #1 laws in the world, no matter where you go. They take precedent over anybody, which is why, excuse me, it's so important for you to get your status back as an Aboriginal. Once you do that, then they can't deny it. And remember, you don't necessarily have to even know what your actual Aboriginal line is, because now the claiming of the status is self-identification, meaning you tell me who you are, and then I will deal with you how you tell me you are, who you tell me you are. That's why this trans shit is so goddamn flowing, because one of the tenets in American law is self-identification. That's freedom of speech, freedom of you can tell the government who you are, who you want to be, but after you tell them that, they'll deal with you as that. So Aboriginal law is the #1 law in the world. People just have to start taking advantage of it because they don't know. But again, get that book and then start deconstructing the mind state of, Caucasian people. All Caucasian people are bad. Because I know, again, y'all know some Caucasian people y'all fuck with. We had this talk. Who you inviting into the cookout? Some Caucasians who get to go fully into the cookout, all the way into the back. They get to hit the table. They get the sweet potato. The potato salad. They get to go past the link table, the chicken, the ribs. They get all that. This is some Caucasians you fuck with like that. Then there's some Caucasians, I'll bring you a plate at the door. You cool? You cool, my nigga. Don't you cool. However, I'll bring you a plate to the door. I don't know how you gonna mesh with the rest of the people in the backyard. So I'll just bring you what you need, nigga. You want coleslaw? Potato salad? Okay, potato salad. So you don't fuck with them all the way into the backyard. But when most people, again, when you start doing this back and forth and Caucasian people this and that, y'all know what some motherfuckers you fuck with. I'm gonna say this right now, because Caucasian people one thing that Caucasian people did great. They did a couple of cool things, but the one thing that they did well, that I got to give them props for, is movies. God damn it. Movies. That's Caucasian people invention. And movies are one of the greatest goddamn things in the world. So I'm gonna give them the props on the movies, because two of my greatest philosophies all time come from two movies. And if you know these movies, put it in there. The phrase is, I know you know this one: do or do not. There is no try, and there is no spoon. Y'all should know that one. I know you know the first one. Where's the second one from? There is no spoon. That is my go-to whenever when you come against something that's mentally tough, that is just hard for you to get through it, you just can't push through it. Just always remember the Matrix. There you go, the little bald kid in the Matrix. There is no spoon. When he walked into, when he went to go see the Oracle, and he walked in there and the kid was bending the spoon with his mind. And then what did he tell Neo? He said, don't try to bend the spoon. That's impossible. Except, he says, instead, just try to realize what's there. Or something to that effect. Or he said, instead, just try to realize the truth. And he said, what truth? There is no spoon. And then you will see that it's not the spoon that bends, it's you. You are malleable, movable. You are flexible and able to move throughout this whole goddamn universe. You have no form. You can be whatever you want. There is no none of this. All of this shit is bullshit. So that movie got me on some mental gangster after I saw that shit. Every time I come up with some shit that I can't push through, I feel that's hard as hell, there is no spoon. So shout out to the Caucasian people for movies. Moving along. Did you see that the Swiss people, they found that the COVID-19 cupcakes, excuse me, the COVID-19 cupcake injuries are up to 20 times more than they previously claimed. This is out of Switzerland. New study. 20 times more. The cupcake injuries are 20 times more than they said it was. Holy shit. And now they want you to go back on they want you to do it again? They want you to do it again. When it's 20 times higher than this, and again, I think it's way higher than that, honestly. But this is with the Swiss. We're gonna go with the Swiss because they just did the study. So the Swiss said 20. 20 goddamn times higher than they said it was. And now they want to push you back on that shit. Which is why, again, I don't think they're gonna be able to do it. Which is why Tucker Carlson was saying he thinks that same thing, and they're gonna start a war in order to stop this shit. Trump, though, he came out the other day and said they're gonna start the mandates to stop the election. So he thinks they're gonna do the mandates, the lockdowns, to stop the election. Tucker Carlson thinks they're gonna start a war to start the election. What if they do both? What the fuck if they do both? Boy, they could do both. But they show basically 1 in 35 people get the myocarditis. 1 in 35 people get the myocarditis. That's great. Shout out to LeBron James' son, who supposedly has anatomically, what was it? Anatomically, what was the name? I said it was the anatomically, functionally significant, what was it? It was anatomically, functionally significant something heart defect, congenital heart defect. They all of that. But the study shows that 1 in 35 people who get the cupcake get the myocarditis. So I'm gonna go with that instead of anatomically, functionally significant congenital heart defect. All of them goddamn big ass words they came out with last week. I'm gonna go with the study. Because then the cat dog cat, they ended, because they have 2 things that you can check to see if the cupcakes causes adverse effects. One is the VAERS. Everybody knows the V, adverse, excuse me, adverse effects, blah, 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 right? That's what the VAERS is. Then they have something called V-Safe. V-Safe, right? Then that website basically was for people to report also if you got it, after you got it, what happened. Like what happened. But it was more unofficial. The Cat Dog Cat set it up, but it's, so the VAERS is official. They have to have that. That's by law. They have to have that up. But the other V-Safe thing was just coming out, and I think it was just for these cupcakes. Because the VAERS is for all of the cupcakes that they give, including flu and all the rest of that. The V-Safe was for the new one, the Boogie V, right? They basically shut that website down because too many people was reporting. Too many people were reporting adverse effects, so they shut the shit down. They said, "Thank you for your participation. Peace out." Yo, Charlie J. Scott, appreciate. Oh man, thank you, brother. Appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you for hitting the Cash App, and everybody hit the super chat. But they were like, "God damn, how many more niggas is this shit?" How many? They shut that shit down. Just shut it down. Fuck it, they shut it down. And they put a message on that shit. That's all. It's shut down. When you go to that shit, it says, "Thank you for your participation. Appreciate you." Basically, that's what they could have put on there. Appreciate you. Like, I'm out. They was like, "Fuck this, nigga." It's all starting to come out, and it's coming out. Like I said, they can't hide it. They had all of this planned, but they didn't. What they didn't have planned was the universe uncovering all of this shit. Like we said, we're in the apocalypse right now. Apocalypse, what's the true meaning of the word apocalypse? The uncovering, the unveiling. That's what that means. When they can't hide anything no more. Anything they do is boom, boom, boom. It's uncovered. It's unveiled immediately. So nothing that they are doing right now is going well because we know about it. In order to get some shit over on somebody, they can't know about it. Hey, shout out to all the goddamn social media people who be posting all the shit. And again, if you're not on Telegram and you're not in those damn, again, the main one is Real World News. Again, Real World News. Might as well just type it in Google because I don't know the link. If anybody in the chat knows the link, can you put the link for Real World News Telegram channel in there? But if you don't have it, just type it in fucking. Everybody be asking, what's the link for that? What's the link? Hey, look, lazy niggas, do some research. Goddamn. Y'all niggas in this goddamn tell me the link goddamn age. Do some research. Type it in Google and it'll come up. Real World News Telegram channel. It'll come up. So then they said the FDA and the VAERS database show that since the cupcakes were introduced to the public in 2021, the mRNA injections are alleged. I gotta say this, allegedly. So again, the FDA, the VAERS, so not the V-Safe. This is why they shut V-Safe down. Yo, UV Inferno, appreciate you. What do you say? I beg my mother not to take the owie for a damn fishing trip, the ooey or the owie for the fishing trip. She hard-headed, but glad she listened. Okay, thank you. For sure. Show her all the information. Like you gotta give your family members information who are not on it like you. You are the eyes. You're the third eye for the family. You have a third eye for you, but you're also the third eye for the family. If the universe saw it fit to give you the gift of consciousness and no one else in the family, then you are the one who has to disseminate that to the rest of the family. You the eye for the family. Anybody seen the Clash of the Titans? Give me the eye. Was the eye of I forgot the eye of something, but it was the give me the eye. The three witches, the Stygian witches, they couldn't see, but they had that big ass eye. Give me the eye. We need to see the eye. You are the eye. You're the So be the eye for your family, please, and let them know. But so the FDA VAERS, that's the only one left up, the VAERS database, shows that since the cupcakes were introduced to the public in 2021, the mRNA injections are allegedly the #1 cause of more than 1.5 million adverse reports, including including those in the U.S., as well as myocarditis and pericarditis. This is on the VAERS. This is the FDA VAERS. They said since the cupcakes were released, mRNA injections are, and I said allegedly, but that allegedly wasn't in the, I put allegedly in there. The mRNA injections are allegedly the #1 cause of more than 1.5 million events. And that's a low number. The #1 cause. So we knew that, but now the cat dog cat is admitting it. But they're admitting it when they want you to go and do it again. So why do they do that? Why do they show you when they want you to go do it again? Come on, somebody, put it in there. Yeah, 1.5 million. Flytown. Flytown 614. 1.5 million, dog. The #1 cause, not the #3, not the #2, not the #5, the #1 cause of 1.5 million adverse effects. And most of those, a lot of those is deaths. So, why are they telling us this when they want us to go back and do it again? Why are they telling us this? Who are they? There you go. Stop the karma. Thank you. Said it right there. They got to tell you. Clearing their karma. Absolutely. They are clearing the karma. Get the karma gook out the eye. Yeah. Oh, that was a little karma right there. That was clearing my, oh, that little karma booger right there. Let me get that. Get the karma booger out my eye. So that's why they're telling you, because then you can't go back and be like, well, you didn't say that. No, wait a minute. Go to the website. Go to our website. Scroll down to page 137. Why didn't we put it on page 1? We had a lot of other things to put on there. It was, you know, we were covering things as it came in. But if you scroll down to page 1000, excuse me, I said 137. I meant 1037. You just got to keep scrolling, keep scrolling. Yeah, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. You got to keep going. It's down there. They be like, wait a minute, nigga, way the fuck down. On page 1037. It's right there. It's right there, man. It's black and white. I don't know what the fuck you were talking about. So, fuck cat dog cat. They're so full of shit. So then they said 13 billion doses of the cupcakes have been given out worldwide. But now they have a nasal spray. They're coming out with a nasal spray cupcake. Nasal spray. New, brand new. Inhale. They want you to inhale the cupcake. Nigga, it's inhaling, nigga. You ain't even got to eat the cupcake now. Don't that shit smell good, nigga? Let me put that cupcake right into you. Let me wave it and whiff it up under your nose real quick. Nigga, just inhale the sprinkles. Wait a minute, nigga. All I got to do is smell the sprinkles, nigga. That's it. That's all. You want it now? Inhale COVID-19. It's coming, which is crazy. Then nasal spray. Goddamn. Man, guess where they're gonna test it first? Everybody, I'll give you one guess. Guess where they're gonna test the nasal spray cupcake first? Put it in there for me. Come on, somebody, give it to me. Where they gonna test it first? Crack scene missed. What is that, Jadon? Jadon said crack scene missed. Nope. Nope. Come on, y'all. Where do they always test bullshit first in the world? Come on, y'all. Africa. Thank you. 9 live. Africa. Come on, y'all. You know where they always test bullshit first. Who the guinea pigs of the world are. Before anybody else, they go to Africa. So, the nasal spray cupcake, it will be released in Africa first. Excuse me. Released in Africa first. And then to you. Then it said they're creating an all-in-one cupcake. And the WEF says that they want 60% of every country in the world cupcake by the end of 2024. This is WEF. They said it on their thing. 60% of the world. They want cupcake by the end of 2024. Next year, 1 year. So basically, what, a year and 4 months? So in a year and 4 months, they want the whole world, they want 60% of the world cupcake. And they got a new nasal spray cupcake coming out. So then they said, we're going back on full, we're supposed to go back on full cupcake protocol by December. So slow implementation. Slowly say, we suggest you wear the mask. This is what they're doing now. We suggest you wear a mask because there's an uptick in cases, right? Hospitalizations, that's what they'll say. Because if you just say cases, nobody gonna give a shit. Because so they have to say hospitalizations in order to get you to feel something. So they say there's an uptick in hospitalizations. So we highly suggest that you wear your mask, right? This is what's coming out. Then again, it's gonna really push middle of September, middle of October, really gonna start coming down some more. And then by December, they said it's gonna be on full blast. But in New York, they're being asked to mask up for the holidays in New York. They just asked them, all New Yorkers, to mask up for the holidays. I know there's a bunch of y'all in here from New York. Shout out to my New York people. But yo, Garrett, thank you, brother, from DC. Garrett from DC, appreciate you, man. Thank you. So, New Yorkers, it's coming back for y'all. Now, California ain't said nothing yet. But they're not forcing it in New York. They're saying it's a request or a suggestion. How long before a request or a suggestion actually becomes a demand or a mandate? Lisa Maddox. Whoa, man. Thank you, Lisa Maddox. Appreciate you, girl. Thank you. Thanks for everybody hitting the cash app. And also, people, make sure you, again, go sign up for the Patreon. We talked about status and changing your status to self-governing, not sovereign. You're going to be self-governing, meaning learning how to carry yourself with the law in the system. So get over to patreon.com/realnagas. Sign up for the status class. At the top levels, I give you the paperwork. Just remember that. So New York, that's popping off for you. And then a new Korean, excuse me, Transcendental, thank you, brother. This is Pandeezy equals election time. Coincidence? No, it's not. That's exactly what Trump just said. But there's a new study from Korea that shows the COV masks don't even work. Not only that they don't work, because we knew that, but it said that they're more harmful than anything else. So basically, they said that you could be exposed to more toxic chemicals if you wear a mask. Allegedly, because again, I got this is YouTube, bitch tube. So so allegedly, but this is a study from Korea. This is all in the news. If you have, you can find this in Epoch Times, EPOCH Times. Go look at Epoch Times. They have a lot of stuff that's alternative to mainstream media. But Korea, so the study shows that VOCs, which are volatile organic compounds, is basically so off of off like paints and stuff like that, they shed those chemicals. So if you got a lot of shit in your house, you have what's called a lot of VOCs floating around the air, volatile organic compounds, shit that just sheds from all of this shit that you have, tables and couches and paint and all of that stuff. All of those chemicals that they use to make that stuff with sheds in your house, which is why you should have an air purifier. That air purifier, right? It would be on right now. The only reason it's not on right now because that shit is loud as hell, and you wouldn't be able to hear me through the live stream if it was on. But that shit is on blast all the time. But the mask, they said the study shows that you will be inhaling VOCs from the mask. Whatever the mask is made of, you're inhaling volatile organic compounds from the main mask that they tell you to get, which is they call this the KF94 and the N95s, which is the mask. They say the N95, that's the one you want because that's the one that blocks. No, and first of all, it doesn't. It's showing that it's still particles and shit that can get through that, but that's the one they said that. That's the one they said that has the most organic compounds, volatile organic compounds coming off of it. And they said the N95, they said that there's more VOCs coming off that than cotton masks, sometimes up to 147 times more. 107 times more, 147 times more coming from the N95s than from the cotton mask. Than if you just wore a regular cotton mask. That's crazy. And then they also said that when you breathe through the mask, because it makes it moist right there at the front, that the bacteria, because that moisture, it's a breeding ground for bacteria and mold and all kind of shit, mold spores. So then you're inhaling that back into your body, which then will give you more, can cause more damage. So all of this shit, again, is starting to come out now. And again, that's the Korean study. So be careful with that's why we know this is not going to work this time. We're not falling for the banana in the tailpipe, as Eddie Murphy said. So arm yourself with as much information as possible, because then when they truly try to push this stuff on us, you have, again, remember, information is like bullets in your, in your gun, your informational gun. You put the clips in, bow. Well, what about this? Well, the CDC said this. Well, the FDA said this. But boom, boom, boom. Nope. This study said this. This study said that. Boom, boom. Pfizer's own clinical report says this. Again, gather information for when all of this stuff comes down, because they release it hoping you're not going to attach yourself to it, because then later on they can say, well, we did tell you. We told you. I don't know why you wasn't listening. So gather up all them damn jewels. So keeping it going, moving along. So the fires you've seen all the fires that are going on all over the world. Basically, it's a worldwide land grab going on right now. There's fires in Canada, Greece, Louisiana, Texas, the one in Maui, Peru is on fire. Did I miss something? If I missed the place, put it in the chat. I know I missed something. It's a couple of places. I know there's one in Bucharest, Romania. I saw that one in Bucharest, Romania. Then there's a couple other places. I'm missing some other places. But you think these fires are an accident? Oh yeah, Africa. Yep. Fires in Africa. There's another place too. Damn, I can't remember. I can't remember that place. But man, they are trying to create these space so they can create these goddamn 15-minute cities, these smart cities. And it's a way to buy up the land, indigenous land. If I burn the land, it's pretty much worth nothing after that. Unless you know how to recultivate the land, flip it and irrigate the land and make the soil valuable again. Because that's usually what happens when stuff burns down. New stuff is able to grow out of that. But are you able to cultivate the ground? Yeah, I said Canada. So if you can't, and do you have the money to put back in your land to make it valuable again? Because if you don't, there's a nice Khazarian real estate agent who's ready to buy your shit. The Khazarian real estate agent, them niggas is always ready, baby. Hey, wait. Mashugana. Mashugana. L'chaim. But they always ready to buy your shit. As soon as you ain't ready, as soon as you can't pay for it. So there are over, they said there are 2,000, there are a report of 2,000 children that are missing from the Maui fires, Lahaina. Over 2,000 children. Now, this is where all the weird stuff start coming in. So why are there 2,000 children missing? Because they shut the school that day, mysteriously. They shut the school. And the children had to stay home because the parents had to go to work. So the children were at home. A lot of them, most of them were at home by themselves. So are we sure that they're dead, or are they actually missing? We know how they get down in their little ring. So they said they're missing. And then so this is the convenience of the fire. Fire burns everything. Shout out to my fire signs. Fire burns everything, goddammit. You piss fire off, fire burns up everything in the universe. It'll burn it all. Burn all that shit to the ground. That's why you don't want to piss off a fire sign. Especially in Aries, goddammit. But fire burns everything, including DNA. Including DNA. So if they were trying to find out and see if these children had died, they're not going to be able to find it. Because supposedly everything was vaporized. Literally. People were burnt to a crisp, vaporized. No DNA. No DNA in the carbon. Even if you were burnt to carbon, there's no DNA in the carbon. In ash. Ash doesn't have DNA. So, the children, did they truly perish in the fire? Or are they getting sound of freedom somewhere? I think, excuse me, I think they're getting sound of freedom. And we're going to turn that into a verb. You getting sound of freedom. I think them children is on the sound of freedom side of the game. Because, goddamn. And it says, they basically, so for all the people who want to give to the people in Hawaii, go to Ignite a Life Foundation. Again, that's the one that the people in Maui are saying on the ground. They're saying, if you want to give to us, give to this foundation because they give us all the money. So I'm going off of what the people in Maui are saying. Off their own home videos, personal videos from their crib, crying their asses off, talking about their family members and burnt the hell up. They finding families in cars because they told the cars to turn back and go into town. They're finding families all burnt up in cars. Mother's child, and father, all just burnt up in the car, hugged up. Fucking insane. So if you want to give, again, and please, some of the one of the moderators, can you put this in the chat, please? Ignite a Life Foundation. If somebody can go to the website and then put the website link in the chat, appreciate that. Because man, It's some fucked up shit that happened to those people over there, and they give all the money to the people. So that's why we want to give to Ignite a Life Foundation. But so it's multiple things were going on. The land grab, but when you can do multiple things, when you can take a crisis and use that crisis for multiple things, why not? We can do the land grab, but then we can also snatch up the kids. There's no reason the kids gotta die, right? That's a waste of children. According in there, and first of all, in everybody, that's a waste of children. But for them, for what they do, they'll be like, that's a waste of kids. Why would we do that? Why would we take out the kids? So I think they snatched the kids up, and that's part of the shit. And then apparently the coroner, who was also the chief of police, which is crazy. This nigga's the coroner and the chief of police. Mysteriously, he gets like $800 per dead body. $800 per dead body. So there's that. So just shout out to the people in Maui. That was really fucked up. But again, let's go show them the love. Ignite a Life Foundation, everybody. Ignite a Life Foundation. All right, let's move right along. Did you see Australia is planning to merge brain cells with AI? Did y'all see that shit? They're planning to merge actual human brain cells with an AI, because AI doesn't think as well as the human brain. No matter what they tell you, your shit is created by the universe. The ultimate consciousness. A computer pales in comparison to your consciousness. It's not even close. They'll tell you that though. Like a true somebody who truly into computers, who in computer programming and shit like that, they'll tell you that a computer can't process nowhere near as fast as a human brain. Like as much stuff, like all the shit that you see, everything that you've taken in, your brain is processing all of that, whether you know it or not. Everything that is in your vision, and then thoughts and frequencies and vibrations that's coming through that you don't even see. Your brain is incredible. Your mind and the brain and mind is different. But they're trying to merge the brain cells with AI. Holy shit, y'all. This is the beginning, because they said they're trying to make them learn as well as the human brain. So is this now the beginning of Skynet? I think this is the beginning, y'all. Like, I think this may be the beginning of Skynet. And I know y'all know Skynet is Terminator. That's the Terminator. Hey, where the fuck is Arnold? When we need this nigga. Where the fuck? Somebody go get Arnold, bitch ass. Telling this nigga to jump on this AI shit, nigga. Ain't Arnold supposed to save the world? This nigga did it like 4 times. Arnold, bitch ass nigga. Come jump on this shit. AI is trying to take over, and Skynet is coming. No, it is new. This just happened. Australia just got, this is new research. Australia just got a $600,000 grant to do the research this week. This is new. Merging brain cells with a human, not connecting your brain. They're not doing that. They're going to take human brain cells, put them in a goddamn vacuum or whatever they fucking do, take AI and merge the two and grow some shit out of brain cells in AI. That's what they're doing. They ain't connecting AI to your brain. That's Elon Musk. They doing that shit. That's not what they're doing. They're taking actual brain cells, putting them in a goddamn dish or test tube and all the rest of that shit, and merging them with the AI and creating something new. So Skynet is coming. Skynet is motherfucking coming. But like you said, that was we have known about AI for a minute, but this is why we should be balancing ourselves in the technology. Don't let, but we should be learning AI too. I want to say this. We should be learning AI because if it's coming, we shouldn't be at a loss when it fully takes over that we get left behind. But we also shouldn't completely attach ourselves to it to where now you are dependent solely on it like you are now with all computer shit. So find the balance, but this shit is coming. I just want to let y'all know on that shit. Then, did y'all see in China, a sinkhole? There was in the mountain, somewhere in these mountain range or whatever, a sinkhole opened up, and in the sinkhole was a goddamn rainforest underground. Did y'all see that shit? Go look at it. They got pictures of it and everything. So, mountain range or rock and all of that. The fucking sinkhole opens up. It's like they said it's let me see the numbers on it. I think it's 630 feet deep and 630 feet deep, so 630 feet beneath the surface, and then it's like crazy long. I mean, when you go look at it, this shit is insane. But it's an underground, rainforest they found, and they said that. I mean, this shit looks beautiful. First off, that shit is insane. It looks beautiful. I don't know how it sustained itself underground. First of all, they don't even know how long it's been underground. But how long could it sustain itself underground that long? They said that it's probably basically what they said is, let me see. They said it could be the new discovery of ancient animals and plant life or plants and animals not seen since ancient times. It's basically a prehistoric rainforest they just opened up and found in the middle of China. A big ass hole opened up. They found a prehistoric rainforest in that bitch. Now I would say, if nature covered it up, should we leave it alone? And maybe nature covered that bitch up for a reason. Maybe we don't want to go peeping through the goddamn rainforest that nature covered up millions of years ago. Maybe we don't want to go through that bitch. How many alien movies we done seen? Hey, y'all seen it? What's that movie where they travel to the earth? That big ass pit. Come on, y'all. Put the movie in there. What's that movie? It's a big ass, it's crazy ass movie where they go down in the middle of the earth and they find these crazy people who've been living these monster people who've been living down at the bottom of the earth for all these years. They've been living in darkness and shit, and they can't stand the light. Hey, who put the shit in there? Who was it? What's the word? What's the name of that damn shit? Come on, y'all. The Deep, or it's like The Deep or the damn. What's the name? Oh man, nobody knows. Nobody put it in here. Y'all don't know the movie? Come on, y'all. What's the name of the movie? It's like The Pit or The Deep or The Cavern or it's some shit like that. It came out. It's pretty recent. No, it's not Land of the Lost. It's a scary movie where all these people, they're rock climbers, and they go into this big The Descent. Thank you. I knew somebody was gonna know it. God damn it, The Descent. Go watch that goddamn movie, The Descent. That shit crazy. Them people, they drop themselves down in that shit, and it's some crazy. And they shine the light around. It's like dark as hell, and they trying to see, and they shine the light up into the far corner, and it's a fucking monster or some shit. That motherfucker go back into the shadow. That shit was crazy. The Descent was crazy. That's what that reminded me of. Go look at that shit. Look, man, that big ass thing goes. No. Nature and the universe covered that shit up for a reason. And we just gonna leave that there. Because if you've seen The Descent, you know what I'm talking about. You know why you would not want to go explore that shit. The Descent was crazy. But so then, did you see that Harvard scientists, they went down into the ocean and they found some alien technology shit. Yo, Bio 1656, thank you, brother. Says the hollow earth from the King Kong version of God. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, when they hold that. Thank you. Man, he said, so the hollow earth from the King Kong versus Godzilla. If y'all haven't seen that movie, it's kind of like that. Yes. When they went into the inner earth, there was a whole goddamn another. it looked like the top of the earth, but it was crazy. Yes, that's exactly what it looks like. Thank you. Bio 1656. Yes. It looked like that, but the cavern though looks like The Descent. So you're right, the greenery and everything in it looks like the King Kong movie versus Godzilla, but the cavern though, that big hole in the ground looked like The Descent. That shit is crazy. But in the ocean, the Harvard scientists, they went down there and they found some alien shit. They found a ball of some type of metal. They don't know what it is, but the ball is so round and smooth it's not made by man. Excuse me, by accident, by nature. It's not a natural thing. It's perfectly round. They call it the spheroconal or some shit like that. But it's gold and rainbow and got some dark color on it. This shit is crazy. If y'all seen it, it's dark and gold and rainbow colors and oh man, it's crazy. So they said that whatever it is, they're researching it, but the metal is not from this galaxy. They said there's no metals known like that in this galaxy. So it's not like a meteorite, a piece of a meteorite that fell. They think it was deliberately brought here. The Sphere. That was a movie called The Sphere. That's right. But so now we finding that why is all this goddamn alien shit starting to come out? I mean, damn, alien shit at the alien shit. On Joe Rogan, they just had George Knapp and what's his name? Damn, the dude with the beard. I forgot his name. George Knapp and the other guy. He got a crazy ass beard type of dude. But they were just on Joe Rogan. And they were talking about because they tried to discredit Jeremy Corbell. That's his name. So George Knapp and Jeremy Corbell, they just had on Joe Rogan. And so they tried to discredit the dude, the whistleblower. They're trying to discredit him because they said the whistleblower who came out and said they got black programs on aliens, he had PTSD. And so they tried to use the PTSD to say he crazy and he lying. But he admitted he had that beforehand, and then they found that he was still sane and everything, had control of his faculties, and he still whistleblowed after that. Or whistleblew after that. So the PTSD had nothing to do with his mental faculties. Him being able to report what he saw. But they trying to put that out there to try to make you think, oh, that's bullshit. But it's more it's more confusion. Because they do want to tell you that it's aliens, but they don't necessarily want you to believe it yet, because now you up in the air. You don't know. Now you're back and forth with the discussion. Are there aliens? Maybe there's not. Are there aliens? Maybe there's not. While the whole time, nigga Biden, they about to impeach Biden. They about to shut down. They about to implement lockdowns again. They about to do all of this stuff again. But aliens. 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 So that's what that shit means to me. Because they just constantly finding shit. They're constantly finding shit. And saying it's all alien shit. So look at that. They say the alien is some alien technological ball. Alien metal. That's what they call it. Alien metal. So you can check that out. Then the last thing I want to talk about, did you guys see the lady who got shot? The 21-year-old lady who got shot in Ohio, pregnant. She got shot by the popo. So they said she was shoplifting. The workers said she was shoplifting. They came out and they tried to stop her or whatever. They said she was shoplifting. She got in her car. But when the workers went outside, they just happened to be two police officers who were in the parking lot. They were trying to help somebody get in their car. Somebody was locked out of their car, so the police officers trying to help people get in their car. They saw the workers come out, talking to the lady, trying to say that the lady stole something, right? Whatever. So then they jump, they see her trying to leave in her car. She tries to back out. Then the police surround the car. So one gets on the driver's side, and then the other gets in front of the car. The police officer got in front of the car. He pulled the gun, but she wasn't even moving at that point. Yes, it's a sad story, for sure. The car wasn't really moving, but they were questioning her. The guy on the side of the driver's path, on the driver's side, the cop, he was questioning her, talking to her. The guy in front of the car, he alarmed her, basically, pretty much is what I saw, because as she was trying to say, they were trying to say, you shoplifted, the people in the store say you shoplifted, blah, blah, blah. And she was trying to say, no, I didn't, all this and that. Then the cop, he comes out, he pulls his gun. Why are you pulling your gun on somebody who's only wanted for shoplifting? Yo, Terrence Monger, thank you, brother, appreciate you. Why are you pulling your gun out on somebody who's just suspected of shoplifting? That's not a violent crime. That's not a violent crime. There's no reason you should have your gun out. But because she was behind the wheel of a car, he's trying to say that, oh, she was behind the wheel of a deadly weapon, so that allows him to pull his weapon out. Because the cop has to believe, in order for a cop to be able to pull his weapon out, because that can be considered excessive force if they do, they have to have, their lives have to be in imminent danger or immediate danger, right? And they have to be able to show how they were in immediate danger. So he can be able to say that, well, because what happened was when he pulled the gun out, he pulled the gun out, she got scared and tried to drive off. The cop was standing in front of her with the gun. If she wanted to run him over, she just could have just, boom, just ran him over. She turned the car away and tried to leave, meaning I'm not trying to hit you. The cop pulled the goddamn gun, or he had the gun, and he just started firing into the driver's side and killed her and the baby. And she was already a mother of two. She already had two kids at home. So now, they just left two children with no mother over shoplifting. Even if she had gotten away, you have her license plate. You can go get her. There was no reason, absolutely no goddamn reason that this cop needed to do that. So, you know, everybody's on them. Everybody's on them, which they should be. Now, you know, the other people, they were like, well, she had fault because she shoplifted and this and that. Okay, she shoplifted for sure. And I'm gonna say this: you shouldn't be shoplifting. You put yourself in these situations when you do stuff like that, for sure. Karmic energy. Now, you know, when that type of stuff happens again, and you see the police right outside, that's kind of karma. I mean, you give up. When she saw the police outside and she shoplifted, she just should have been like, all right, boom. But the other thing, if you know the law, people, I'm gonna get on this. If you know the law, she could have battled the police officers when they were saying that she was suspected of shoplifting. If you understand the law, there has to be probable cause for that. At the very least, reasonable suspicion, and they have to show that. And so if she can battle that, if she understood how to battle that right from the jump, there wouldn't even have to be any guns pulled or anything. Because if you know your law, you know how to assert your rights. But because she was terrified, she didn't know that, and then the guy pulled the goddamn gun, and she pregnant, and she know people get killed at police stops when Caucasian police officers pull a gun. She was like, oh, let me get the fuck out of here. I got 2 kids, I got a baby. She was scared as shit. She just tried to bounce. And they killed her. So it's a fucked up situation. So the one police officer who was at the door, they didn't fire him. They suspended him at first, but then they let him back on because they said he didn't do anything. He didn't fire his weapon. But they did, the other officer who fired the weapon, excuse me, the other officer who fired the weapon, he's on paid leave. He's on paid leave, getting paid for killing a woman and her child. Shooting at a car moving away from you. Shooting at a car moving away. Now, he's probably, excuse me, he may get qualified immunity for that. But you don't get qualified immunity when you violate somebody's rights. He could be going, the family could be going after his official bond and get paid right now. I'm sure the family needs a little money. You could be going after public official bond right now for the children. There's 2 kids. I'm sure they need some help. This is why you need to learn the law, people. Because fear, if you don't, again, when you learn the law, confidence rules the situation. When you don't, fear rules the situation. And when fear, you know the goddamn what Yoda said, fear leads to the dark side. Fear leads to anger. Anger leads to boom, boom, boom. Dark side. When you fear, you will do all kinds of shit out of character from fear. I'm sure running from the police, she know damn well she shouldn't pull off from the damn police when they got a goddamn gun from out in front of her. But she's so goddamn scared and she don't know what to do. First thing, mine be like, yo, get the fuck out of here. Just leave. Just get the fuck out. Sure, she's not thinking that the cops is going to shoot at her from behind. But they did. So this is why you don't have the luxury, people. We don't have the luxury of not knowing. Like Caucasian people do. They cannot know. This is their goddamn society. They cannot know. Lucky them. They cannot know. This goes back all the way to that Bacon's Rebellion. When they pulled the Caucasian indentured servants into the slave patrol. That's who became your slave patrol people. Was the indentured servants who they let into, who they presume or perceptually let into the upper class, because they weren't really in the upper class. They just told them they were. And they became your goddamn policy enforcers for the upper class. So from day one, it's been out against you. The deck has been stacked against you. And you still refuse to learn this shit. Get your ass over there and learn. For your children, at least. Goddamn. At least make them the next generation who act out of confidence and strength, mental fortitude, intestinal fortitude. And if they're a man, testicular fortitude. And if they're a woman, uteral fortitude. But be strong. That's what this is. Get to know your rights manual. Lets you know all your rights. Get the damn book that lets you go back after them when they do something like what they did to her. Lets the family go back. Go back and place a claim on their public official bond. The money they have to pay when they violate your constitutional rights. Go get it. Right here. And then, you already know, get the cards. Make them do the book reports. Make your children do book reports. It's not going to hurt them to do a damn book report on these flashcards. It's not going to hurt the children. But right now, this is what they need to be doing. You don't have the knowledge of how to deal with the popo, and it's killing everybody at these police stops not knowing how to deal with police. So until that happens, get your asses over there, and you know you get it free. Make sure, again, also, you get the, this is the thing, these are the ones you keep in your car. She could have handed them this. When the police rolled up to her and asked her if she was shoplifting, she could have handed them this and said, I don't answer questions. Because they have no proof other than the word of the shopper, who could be mistaken. So unless it's on camera, they had nothing. She just could have said, she could have sat in the car and said, I don't answer questions, and handed them this, and then be quiet until they proved that she stole something. She could still be alive right now had she just known that little thing. I don't have to answer your questions. They're accusing me of something. They need the proof of it first before you are able to do anything to me. Okay, you detaining me based off of what they said? Okay, I'm detained. Now, do the investigation, officer, and prove that I stole something from that store. I'm just going to sit here and shut the hell up and then give you this. Then what they going to do? They can't do anything because if you don't have to help them with their investigation, they can do an investigation, but you don't have to help them. That's the law. And I wish she had known that, or somebody in her family had known that and been able to communicate that to her. But again, so we don't have to let that happen to other people. You get over there and you get it done. Get the Great Book of Melanin Research, and I will give you the whole police stop law package for free. And this week, I will still even give you the crack scene exemption cards, religious and liability. You get both. This is $200 value right here. Get this for free. So again, I'm giving you all the tools that you need. I don't want to see these videos. I'm tired of seeing these videos. I'm tired of people sending me this shit. Kev, did you see this? Kev, did you see that? Nigga, I don't want to watch that. I want to watch Star Wars. God damn it. I want to watch Marvel. I want to watch Wheel of Time. Oh shit, Wheel of Time is back out, goddammit. Hey, baby. Wheel of Time is back. I did the breakdown about 1.5 years ago of Wheel of Time. I'm going to do another one when I finish the season, because I'm rewatching the first season. Season 2 just came out yesterday. So, Wheel of Time is back. About to go check that out. If you haven't watched Wheel of Time, that show is off the chain. Breaking down the divine masculine and divine feminine and the powers in between them both and how they have the power of the one, and they both manifest different ways in the masculine and the feminine, and then they both wield the power of the one equally at first, and then the man he went rogue with the power of one, so the feminine energy, they had to come and subdue the man because he was abusing the power of one. So now the women have the power of one, and they're starting to abuse it. They're starting to lose the consciousness of, man, this shit is off the goddamn chain. If y'all haven't seen Wheel of Time, I haven't read the books, but I do know the lore. But if you haven't seen the goddamn show, go watch the show. Wheel of Time is off the chain. My shit's coming out. So that's what I want to watch. I don't want to watch these damn videos of people getting hemmed up at police stops and getting killed and murdered. So in order to alleviate that, y'all, won't you goddamn help me to help you by getting this goddamn shit so you can learn the law and then teach it to everybody else in your family and your communities, and then we don't have this happen again. Y'all can do that. We good. I'm good. Appreciate you. Thank all my mods for in the chat. Appreciate you guys. Thank everybody who hit the Cash App and the super chat. Appreciate you guys. And make sure y'all get over and hook up Timmy Tight Top. Make sure y'all get some weed juice from Timmy Tight Top. I want to see who gonna be bold and get this one. If you get this one, hit me back and let me know that you got this one. I know this takes a little courage because it's black, but it's good and it's good for you. Suck up all them damn toxins in your body, especially if you one who drink alcohol or something like that. You may want to get this, suck all that up, and you know, kick it out your body when you go to the bathroom. But I want to know who gonna be bold and get this. So go to wejuice.com, ouijuice.com, hit 5 off juice, and he will hook you up. I'm out of here. I'm about to go watch some more Wheel of Time. That's what I'm about to do. Holler at y'all later. Peace.